add about the interview? We're just wrapping up here ourselves.
One of the things, and you do this with sports or with instruments or anything, is you always practice, and so we definitely recommend practicing for the interview. If you have a good family or friend who's willing to be honest with you, write a little questionnaire thing for them and have them ask you the questions, and just practice being sincere and then sharing the answers that you've prepared, ahead of time, and kind of so you can pull them off that shelf like we were talking about earlier. But if you're not comfortable and you want to maybe start out just working on your own, just look into a mirror, and it's going to be kind of awkward, but at least you know what they're seeing from their point of view. So make sure you practice that. Smile. It's professional. Smile too. We're professionals. We're happy.
We're happy.
But you really
always
want to
smile. You want to smile and make eye contact. And I can tell you this: women, we don't know how to shake hands. Okay, and this comes right from the top. Dr. Voorhees, the vice president of all of student affairs, the big boss woman around here, she likes a firm handshake from a woman. Okay, so we're going to demonstrate right now. Okay, girls, it's web to web. Okay, she doesn't like this birdie thing. Like, okay, if I go up and I go, hi, nice to meet you. She says, first of all, your hands are all cold and clammy anyway because you're nervous. And she says, it feels like I'm holding a dead parakeet in my hand. Learn how to shake hands, make eye contact, and smile. If you do those three things right when you come in well, you've made a really, really good impression. You look engaged. You look like you're going to be a good doctor, comfortable with people, happy in a communicating environment. So that's a good thing. Show your enthusiasm. Keep the energy level up. That's an important thing too. And above all these things, is just make sure that you're sincere, and because you don't want to be fake or phony in an interview. It just doesn't play well at all. Any human encounter you have with another person is what you can call equal or unequal. Okay, let's give examples. Equal is the one where you're meeting a friend or a contemporary, an equal, all right? With your friends, those encounters can be very informal. Sup, was that like
that was perfect.
You think that's good?
That's great.
My daughter, who's a millennial, told me not to use "it's the bomb" anymore, so I didn't know if "sup" was still good. Okay. So there's an example, of an informal thing. You both come to the table with equal inventory, and you kind of exchange information back and forth. That's not what the interview is. The interview is one of the unequal ones. So what do I mean by that? Good example is parent-child, teacher-student. You get the idea? They're unequal encounters by their very nature. In the case of the interviewer and the interviewee, you have different roles to fill. If you come in as an interviewing applicant and try to shove the interview into one of these equal ones and turn it into a conversation, you're going to mess it up, because that's not it won't work, and it actually makes you look immature trying to push a formal encounter like this into an informal meeting. So what's the roles of each one of these people? The interviewer has been down this road. Okay, they know where you're headed in all this. They know what it takes to get through the program, and they're looking for these qualities in you. They're going to take care of you during this process. All right. Now, what's your job down here as the unequal partner in this? You're supposed to supply the richest context possible in all the answers that you give to all the questions. Don't make them pull teeth, okay?
One thing as well is it's a little bit easier to respect authority when you're looking at a professor and someone who's more almost the age of your parents or grandparents. But in the interview, you may actually have a student on the panel of interviewists as well. And it's really important to still respect that unbalance, even though you are going to want to be more on their level. So just make sure that you respect that differentiation as well.
If you want to email us for any of this information we've given you today, we have it all written down in kind of an FAQ format. Just email us, and we'll send you the written form of it. So, was that about it? Can you think of anything else we need to do? No? Okay. Yeah. Well, we hope this was helpful. And it's one in a series, so stay tuned. Signing off, Dr. Ann Munroe, Director of Admissions at S.C.C.O, and
Eryn Kraning, Assistant Director of Admissions.